Okay, boom. Welcome back, guys. It's your girl, Mishi. Are you guys ready to keep it totally transparent? Because you know I always do. So, boom. Let's lay out the situation. Let's go straight into what I am trying to talk about. And that is, what is realistically my plan? So, let's do the setup. Now, your girl paid $1,100 for this camper. I didn't know anything about it, and honestly, I got taken advantage of. Yeah. But did I really get taken advantage of? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, the camper served this purpose for the moment, which was giving me shelter. And that's true. But now, your girl has to figure out a way out. So, as much as we're attached to her, we gotta let her go. Realistically, I know that because it has to be gutted in certain places, it's gonna be a hard sell. On top of it, it being a specific style camper, which is a slide-in truck camper, is such a specific style camper that you really have to have the right truck for it. And if you don't have the right truck for it, there's no way it's gonna work with what you have. So that makes it a tough sale. So that being said, I've come to the conclusion that right now my vehicle is my lifeline. So until I figure out my next home, I need to make my focus and my priority right now. The smart move would be to figure out a way to remove this camper off of my truck so that I can at least try to patch up my truck and get it moving, because that is my lifeline. That is sort of like my mode of transportation. And if I can get my truck up and moving, I won't have to be reliant on anyone else, and I won't have to ask for favors. And let me tell you something, and it's not even to throw shade, but one of the hardest things and one of the hardest pills you probably have to swallow going through something is having to ask for anything, honestly. When you ask for help, people have their opinion about it. People look at you like, girl, you 30 years old and you asking to use a shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your life together. People look at you like that. They judge you. They sit there and they speak. They feel that because you are in need, it gives them the right to speak and judge on your life. And look, I get it. I'm a 30-year-old woman, and you know, I'm supposed to have my stuff together. Whatever. So that's what I'm doing. I'm figuring it out so that I don't have to have my hand out anymore. Because when you have your hand out, trust me, this is what's gonna happen. When you have your hand out, it's gonna be old school. They're gonna be like, ahí está, pa' que prenda. Te voy a dar aquí, pa' que prenda a ser mujer. Yep. I've been told that so many times. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about what is realistically my plan. So, the first part of my plan, which is the most reasonable and sensible part of my plan, is I gotta find a way to remove this camper, find a way to make it stable, and get my truck from up under it and get my truck up and moving. Because the reason why I still have not put the camper on the market is because I haven't really found anything else that I can afford. And if the camper and when the camper sells, I want to make the transition as smooth as humanly possible into my next situation. Now, I'm going to say this over and over again. I know I get a lot of people coming new to my channel. Maybe they don't keep up with all my videos, which if you have not, please like and subscribe. Give your girl a thumbs up. Also, go back. I'm pretty sure there's videos on my channel that you have not watched. So get up to speed on everything Michelle related. keep up with Mishi, basically. Let's call it that. Go back to my old videos and keep up with Mishi. So that's my plan, because realistically, my apprehensions of selling my home, aside from me needing to find another place to live, is also my safety. Now, I am a single individual. I will be selling this home by myself, and I have put my life out there on social media. When I do hashtag For You page on TikTok, that puts my video out, if they don't shadow ban me, but that puts my video out to people around. It uses your location. The app uses your location. So I am putting myself at a risk that people have watched my channel. You know, I do a lot of unboxings thanks to the House of Realness, and honestly, it's truly a blessing. You guys make it feel like it's Christmas any day I go to the post office, and that really is a testimony to all of this and the journey and the belief that you guys have in me. So that truly is a blessing and a gift. But also, you know, that does leave me open. People see what I get and people assume, you know, what if these people believe that or they follow my PayPal pool and they think that I physically have this money, which I don't. You know how PayPal pool works is, until, you know, when you reach the goal is when you can pull out. So, you know, and everything is upfront and transparent. You guys can see the amount. You guys can see how it's growing. Everything like that. That's the reason why I chose that platform. I wanted you guys to see everything, to be able to follow the whole process, to know that your girl, what she's, you know, if I'm asking for help, it's going to what it's supposed to go to. You know what I'm saying? People keep asking me, what are you going to do with all the things that you got as gifts? Guys, you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to keep it, because this was it. This was my home. Everybody keeps telling me, are you going to go to an apartment, go to a motel, go to a hotel? I haven't got a job yet. I've applied to unemployment several times. I've been denied several times. Now, I am going to apply for unemployment and PUA, I believe it's called, as well again, and see if that works this time, you know. But I can only do so much, and realistically, I can't sit here like a sitting duck anymore, because let's just say that with the election coming up and everybody sort of being frustrated with being locked in the house, and a lot of people are like losing their jobs and they're not working as much, and a lot of people are like home all the time, so tensions run high and things have really been popping off. You know, luckily I do have my camper. I'm able to sit there and feel some sort of comfort and shelter. I'm not in the front of the truck, but let's just say that the South is not friendly for a woman like me. And as much as I love to wear my pink wigs, I haven't gone anywhere with them. When I went to the post office with my pink wig, honestly, the comments that I heard from people were so gross. And it's not to pay attention to them, but it's a little jarring to me. It's like a little shocking that the culture here in the South is so open when it comes to expressing their dislike or hatred towards something that is different, you know? I just, you know, I don't know how to explain that feeling, and this is the part that I don't understand. When somebody says something like negative or hurtful or disgusting out of their mouth, when I hear those words, I feel like just almost like this like heaviness, like, oh, like, wow, like this like shock, like this disgust. And I'm like, that doesn't feel good to hear. And words are so powerful, and I feel like we need to become more aware of what comes out of our mouths, because we never know what someone is going through, you know? I have been pushed and challenged to points in this whole process that really, really, really made me want to give up. I promise you guys, There has been people that have, you know, felt the need to go out of their way and voice their opinions about me with no regard to just my humanity and my existence, almost as if because I am who I am, it doesn't matter. I'm no longer a human being, so they can just talk to me however they feel. And it honestly is such a disgusting habit, and we just need to do better. But I don't want to give that any more energy in this video. It's time to keep moving forward and push on with the dream. So I'm going to give y'all a quick run through of the whole situation. Y'all can get an up close and personal look at it again. And then we're going to go back into the camper and we're going to talk. My stomach has been hurting a little bit, and I've been drinking ginger ale. I remember one of the fond memories that I have with my mom before I was, you know, before everything. When I was sick, my mother would like take some oil on the stove and heat it up when I had like a little belly ache. And she would like massage my stomach with the oil. And it would just soothe, like it would hurt a little bit, but it would soothe it away. And then I'll be able to go to sleep. And I always look back at that memory very, very fondly. People say, Michelle, how do you deal with the trauma of like everything with your family and just them not accepting you? I say that I choose to remember the good memories instead of choosing to remember the bad memories, because I promise you, there's more bad memories than good memories, so it's easy to latch on to the bad ones. So you have to actively tell yourself, no, today I want to latch on to the good. I want to think positively and live positively. Positively. So let's go look at the whole situation. Espérate. All right, so boom. Let's go. Let's back up. This is the camper. This is the front of the whole camper situation. See that? This is the side of the camper. You guys can get a view of it right there for everybody who's curious and says they never seen it. This is the camper. That is my truck. I have a Ford F-150. So let's take a deeper look. This is how the camper and the truck attaches. So this is another thing. When somebody comes to buy this camper, they have to have an existing system in place in their truck already in order to haul this sucker out. So that makes it a hard sale as well. Let's go inside my truck. After you, go ahead. So in my truck, this is my truck. We got my blanket. We got Pukey, we got a peluca, you know, for all your needs. And here we are. This is my steering wheel. I have a lámpara there for days that I decide to switch it up and come in here. I have some storage back there, some personal items, a tarp, because trust me, a tarp comes in handy. Yo, let me show you something. When I was living in my truck during the whole pandemic, when I couldn't get my hands on any supplies, nothing. These were my gloves. The only thing I had to protect me outside. I had no mask, no nothing. I only had these gloves, and I kept them as memory to remember, like, girl, you are a survivor. Do you guys want me to start the car? People are like, oh my God, what's wrong with the truck? What's wrong with the truck? There's a long list of things that's wrong with the truck, guys. I spoke about it in another video, but I believe the axles, the brake pads, the sparks, I need new tires, the rotors. ¿Y qué más fue? What else? The O2 sensors and the alternator in the truck. Guys, I'm trying to get the key out. All right, let's go back to the front of the truck. Okay. I call my truck my guardian angel because this baby has gotten me out of a lot of bad situations. Honestly, this baby was my lifeline. Oh my God, espérate. You are not a Latina. You are not a Latina. Puerto Rico, my heart's devotion. Puerto Rico. All right. So out of the and let's hopefully sometimes my thing turns on and sometimes it doesn't. So we just gotta kind of wait a little bit and see. I don't know why my lights don't really work like that. Maybe if I pump the brake a little bit. So this is my truck. We in here. We in here. So basically we're just waiting to see if that little like number that tells you how many miles on the truck comes up. Like I said, sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't. So we shall see. Fingers crossed that it works. Look, I scribbled here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I scribbled Brooklyn. It's my baby. I love this. My baby. Oh no, it's not. Oh, maybe if I do like this. No, guys, I don't think the miles are gonna come up on this today, but let's see. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. I swear this is gonna be the last day I wear this wig. You guys are probably tired of it, I know, but I'm just having so much fun not having to do my hair. Having curly hair is so much work. You have to like style it every day. Like you can't just like not do your hair when you have your natural hair out. Having a wig on is so amazing, and honestly, I have a couple of other wigs that I have, and I think I might switch it up on ya. But then, yo. Okay, guys, I don't think this is gonna come on. I don't know why I thought honking the horn was gonna get the thing showing. This is what I want to show, and it's not showing. Let's turn it off and see if it'll do it. All right. Ha! Yeah. Yes, you see it? Boom, baby. There it is. That's how many miles my truck has. All right. So now that we got that piece of information, let's move on to the inside of the camper. So, brief, this is my propane tank. This is behind the fridge. The fridge does work. This is where you put the drinking water. This is where you put the shower water. This is where you plug it in if you had a connection. Okay, stairs, pillow to protect my bum because it is hard. These steps are metal. They're really, really heavy. So let's go inside the camper. So as soon as you go in, storage here. This is your storage right here as well. Then your kitchen, the stove works, the oven works, the hatch is back on. The lights are screwed back in. I have a mess because I have some boxes because I have a unboxing that I'm going to do that I have to do, guys. Then my bedroom. I sleep on top of my sheets. I don't really like pull up under them because it's too hot to be sleeping with a quilt. And then here, the dinette area. These are the boxes that I'm going to do an unboxing with. And then the bathroom. Here is the bathroom. Here is me in the bathroom with my iPhone 8. Hi. See that? So, oh, look how cute I look in this bathroom. I look like an anime dream. Look at the hatch, then underneath. Okay. So, did I give you a good view of the camper? Basically, did I give you a good view? That's the mosaic art wall. That's the House of Realness. Stay tuned for that drama. So now, boom. Now that I showed y'all that, we changed up the scenery. Let's go back to talking what we need to talk about, which is what I needed to talk about in this video, if y'all understand what I'm talking about. Whew, that was a mouthful. Try saying that 5 times real fast. Okay. So boom. I'm worried. I'm worried selling this camper by myself, being taken advantage of. I don't know if somebody is going to come just to look at it, scope it out, and then try to come back and watch me, and then when I leave, come and break in. You know, there's just so many variables, and unfortunately, we live in a world where you have to think about the worst case scenarios, because if you don't, that could be the difference between life or death. That's just the truth, guys. I always give it to you straight, and I always give it to you real. We don't like to talk about it, but that's reality. So because of that, until I get this camper off of my truck, and until I am able to get my truck mobile so that I'll be able to relocate to a more safer location, I have to put selling the camper on a brief pause, a very brief pause, because I have to find a way to leave. It's difficult, guys. I'm not necessarily on a time crunch, but I'm on a time crunch because right now, and I haven't done a video about that, right now my medication is sitting in the pharmacy. It's just sitting there in the pharmacy. I realistically, I don't even know how to pick that up. On top of that, I need to go do blood work, and the state doesn't coincide with where I'm at. So I don't know if that's gonna get me in trouble, and I don't know what to tell them, because it took me so long to get this far. I actually have a prescription. So even though I can't, you know, pay for it right now necessarily, I can at least have it still there, so when I'm able to go and get it. This is like a dream. Like, you know how long it's been? You know how long it's been that I have not been able to get my hands on this? I'm so afraid of losing my opportunity, and I'm afraid to tell them that, hey, you know, like, I'm not really in the state that you guys, you know, that I told you guys that I'm at, because I had to lie. Basically, I had to lie to get help. You know, that's the truth. And I don't know. And that's another thing, guys. People are like, where do you realistically want to go? Where do you realistically want to go? Honestly, I don't know. I was born and raised in New York, and I left New York, but honestly, nothing ever really felt like home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sometimes I'm still trying to find my family, and nothing ever really felt like home, no matter where I've lived. I lived in Virginia, I lived in South Carolina, North Carolina, you know, Pennsylvania, different places, and nothing ever really felt like home. And the reason why I chose mobile living, the reason why I still am going to pursue mobile living, is that I feel like my journey is a journey of trying to find home. And I think that home is within myself, wherever I choose to make it. And I realistically, I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody really looking for me. I don't have, you know, like, and it's not to sit here, but you get what I'm saying? I don't have anything tying me down. There's nobody looking and checking on me. Like, there's no one to report to. There's no one to give an explanation to. So I have to realistically think, okay, Michelle, yeah, you don't have your family. Yeah, you don't have necessarily your mom. Yeah, you don't have your dad in the physical realm, and you don't have this, you don't have that. But instead of dwelling on what you don't have, how about you think about what you want your life to look like and try to pursue that? And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pursue my happiness. Life has been hard, and it hasn't been so kind to me. And I want to change that narrative. And I'm going to change that narrative, because the world is too big to feel trapped. The world is too big to be scared. I need to go back to Lowe's. I need to go return some things. But something happened to me, and I don't really want to talk about it, because, like, it just... There's a lot of things that I can't talk about, guys. There's a lot of things that I can't talk about, because I gotta be careful, and I can't wait to leave so that I can be free. I can't wait to leave this space so that I can be free. I pray every single day. I'm like, yo, I hope I just go online and I see somebody who's already converted a Sprinter van, and it's like a dream of a lifetime deal, and maybe it's like $3,000 and I can afford it, and it just works out that way. Imagine, right? But I have to figure out a new, I don't know, when I think about it, guys, I feel so overwhelmed. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I feel so overwhelmed because I'm like, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. If I put the camper on the market, I'm leaving myself open. So I gotta get the truck moving. Once the truck is moving and I put the camper on the market, if the camper sells and I want it to sell and hopefully I can get a decent amount for it, I'm asking for, $1,300, honestly. I know I'm probably not going to get that, but if I can at least get the $1,100 that I put into it, I'll be more than happy, Honestly, I'll be more than happy, but I'm trying to aim a little higher. But I sit here and I think, hold on, I can't really talk right now. Just give it a couple of minutes. You know what's the worst feeling in the world? Feeling like you can't be free to say what you want to say. Feeling like you can't talk. Feeling like you always have to be hushed. Feeling like you always gotta be careful because I'm tired of not feeling safe. You know what I think I haven't really healed from, guys, honestly? When I was at my job and when they were like on that personal witch hunt to figure out my gender at my last job, I remember just the hatred. Like, I remember feeling so embarrassed. The girl, she showed a picture of a trans woman naked and showed it to the cook almost like a joke, and they were already making fun of me. They were already like wondering if I was trans or not, and they thought it was a joke. And the cook said that she was beautiful, and then when she showed the bottom half of the picture, the cook got like so upset and disgusted, and I was right there, and he said like, yo, that's what that would never happen to me. That's what I have a gun for. Like, I don't think I really necessarily healed from that. And it sounds crazy because I was like scared in that moment, because I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna tell y'all. So a situation happened to me at work where that cook that said that he was gonna shoot the trans woman, well, I was in the walk-in freezer and he came into the walk-in freezer to go get something. So when you walk in this particular store, when you walk into the freezer, this is where they had like basically where we kept the butter and the milk and all of our condiments. And then when you went to the left, that was the deep freezer where the cooks would get like their meats and their frozen stuff. So he went in, I was in there, and he was like, yo, like, you got some big, like, let me see real quick. And I was like, what? Like, stop playing. He was like, come on now, like, and he was trying to be like fresh. So he wanted to see my breast. And when I heard him say that if a woman was to ever trick him like that, he would shoot her, that honestly made me scared, because I'm like, okay, this man hit on me in the walk-in. He wanted to see my breast. If they ever find out, like, who's to say that he won't be embarrassed and he'll try to hurt me? He live in the state that I'm in. What if he see it on my channel? What if he see it on my channel? What if anybody else? What if he told all the other cooks that he tried to see my breast? What if, like, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just like, there's so many stuff going on, honestly. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. There's a person that I was talking to that hit me up and said, oh, I see that you try. I found you on Instagram and I see what you're doing with your social media. He's like, yo, let me tell you, let me give you a warning now. If anything was to ever come out, and I was like, what you mean if anything was to ever come out? He's like, yo, if anything was to ever come out between me and you, it ain't gonna be pretty for you. So you keep at it, and you go after your little 15-minute of fame, because that's what it's gonna be. But don't think that you gonna go out here exposing any of us, because a lot of y'all go missing. And it was like a threat. And honestly, talking about it, I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know, like, yo, I feel so frustrated because sometimes I wish I could just not be me. Like, I just want to be normal. I just want a normal situation. I want to be able to call my mom and call my sisters, and, you know, if something's wrong or somebody's, you know, messing with me, I should be able to call my brothers and they'll be like, all right, sis, who's messing with you? I just feel like I'm looking for that family unit, like that protection. But I gotta protect myself. I didn't mean to get emotional, and that's the reason why I haven't been recording videos, because I feel very vulnerable right now. I feel very, like, unprotected, and I feel like everybody is just coming out of the woodwork with such negativity towards me, and such animosity and such hatred, and I'm just like, I'm trying to survive, and instead of y'all hating me, how about y'all try loving me? How about instead of tearing me down, you try to uplift me, build me up? I'm just tired of feeling alone, man. That's just some real ish. Yeah. I just want my life to change. So, I gotta stop crying and I gotta figure it out. So, back to the plan. The plan is we're gonna get this camper off. So, I gotta find a way to build a foundation for this camper. Okay, let's go back to what we were talking about. I gotta, so you see that the camper is on stilts, right? It's on these two stilt systems, and there's, hold on, I can't. There's two right there, and that's the silver poles right there. And then there's only one on here. So when I bought the camper, they had it on wooden tree trunks. They had about 8 of them in a little square formation that was supporting underneath the camper, because he said it's unstable and it's going to tilt over, and if it falls on its side, it's basically going to break apart and I won't be able to sell it for anything. So I got to find a way to build a foundation so that I can slide the truck out of it and still have it be supported. So that is my first plan of attack. Funny, right? When is America going to be safe for a woman like me? That's what I want to ask. When is America going to be safe for a woman like me? Then there's my truck. You know how badly I wish I could put up like something, a bumper sticker saying that, you know, showing love. Like maybe like an all-inclusive flag that says love. But you see the bumper stickers that I'm surrounded by. They're probably going to get mad that I'm showing that. I shouldn't show it. Honestly, I could be getting them tight if they see it, if they are watching me. But you know what? I don't care no more. People feel like they can open talk so freely. People feel like you just gotta sit back and take what they say. You gotta sit there and you gotta hear their negativity, right? I gotta sit here and hear the negativity all day. And I gotta sit here and be the bigger person and not say nothing. But no, I wanna say something. I hate feeling like I gotta be silenced, like I can't say what I wanna say because I'm afraid of my life. So, I'm gonna try to find online if there's any scrap yards that maybe are trying to get rid of cinder blocks to see if I can pick some up and build a platform or something, or figure out a way. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments below. Give your girl a like and thumbs up. My stomach hurts, so I'm gonna sip on this ginger ale. I wonder who started that whole thing, like when your stomach hurts, you have to drink ginger ale. Like, who started that? That'll be interesting to know. So I love you guys for watching. Bendición. Don't worry about me. I am a survivor. And I found a way to leave I found a way to leave the first time, and I'm gonna find a way to leave again. So, until next time.